Hey, it's Garbrac here with another Elder Scrolls Online video. In this video we're going to be talking about the loot system in Elder Scrolls. The loot system in Elder Scrolls is a little bit different than your typical MMO. Let's use World of Warcraft for example, where it has what's known as tagging. When you tag a mob in World of Warcraft, it basically becomes yours. When you kill it, only you get loot. Unless you're in a group, then that's a little bit different. But when you're solo, only you will receive loot from that mob. In Elder Scrolls Online, it's a little bit different. The way it works is, again, we're going to talk about being solo. The way it works is if you kill a mob, but somebody helps you, as long as they hit the bar, the minimum bar, if it's damage done, or healing required, they will be marked as a participant. When you're marked as a participant, you will receive loot. Now, there's a little bit of a difference in this system as well. If you've watched the combat video I released or read the article I released, again, both will be in the description below, you'll know about the Finesse and the soft synergy system that Elder Scrolls Online is going to be introducing. Well, with that system also ties into the loot. So if you fill up your Finesse bar, you'll get loot based off of that, either quality, quantity, or bonus to experience. So the system itself kind of promotes a little bit of social environment. And what I mean by that is Elder Scrolls Online has since they announced it, been promoting that it's a social game. And what I mean by that is they use the Facebook integration, so they want to use some of the social media websites to help you stay in contact with your friends, your guildies, and anybody else that might be interested in the fact that you play Elder Scrolls Online. But they also want to kind of keep the game itself drama-free, so they've introduced the mega servers, so you don't have to worry about making sure you're on the proper shard or anything like that. Everybody plays on the same one. So on the topic of keeping social, they also decided that, hey, there's a lot of issues with current MMO's loot system where it doesn't promote being social or being friendly, keeping the drama out of the game. So with this system, if I'm soloing and someone comes and helps, I don't have to worry about them ninjing the mob or ninjing loot away from me. We'll both get loot. He helped me, he deserves it. I help him, I deserve it. I mean, it's only fair. How does it work in a raid, though? That's a big question for a lot of people. Well, in a raid, it's the same system, but before I explain it, let's think of other games. How does it work in other games when it comes to a raid? Well, you would have one person designated as a master looter. That master looter has to designate who gets loot, and loot distribution on that. And using master looter has many different mechanics to it. So you could either go with a point-based system similar to EPGP, DKP, CCP. You can go with a loot council where you have, like, say for example, 5 officers who figure out what items dropped, have a discussion based on that, and they pick who gets the loot. But all of these systems, they require you to take time out of playing the game to distribute loot properly. And no matter what system you pick, you usually end up with drama in some form or another. If you go with a point-based system, somebody who's on top DPS, if someone on the top DPS doesn't win the loot, and it goes to someone who's a little bit lower than that person, the top DPS person will sometimes message the officers or guild masters and say, hey, you know what, I was better than he was, I deserve the loot should go to someone who knows how to play their class better. Well, in some cases I can understand where they're coming from. I mean, it does make a little bit of sense, but you also got to think about, well, what's the fairest option? I think the fairest option is the Elder Scrolls system. So the way it works in a raid is similar to the way it works in single player. Everybody gets loot. if you do go into an instance with your raid group, you kill a boss, there could have been a chest behind the boss, or it spawned after you killed the boss, and it unlocks, everybody is able to walk up, click on it, and receive an item. Now this is a random item that can be completely crap for you, but that also means that someone else got completely crap, but is good for you. So they're taking the randomness out of getting gear and kind of putting it into the player's hands. So yes, the player's still going to receive random loot, but they have the option of trading it. Whereas in other systems, you didn't really have the option of trading it. You had the option of hopefully getting it. It was never really in your hands if you were going to get it, unless you were the master looter and you're a ninja. Then you're guaranteed to get it and guaranteed to ruin your reputation. But I think the tying in the finesse system and the soft synergy, I think, is probably one of the best mechanics that they can do with the loot system. It promotes people playing socially and being friendly amongst other people. So if I'm running around and I see someone drop, again, we're going to use the same combo that's always being used in these videos. If you see a thief drop some oil and I'm a magicka user, I'm gonna run by and drop a fire thing on it just to ignite it, because I mean that's it's just cool. Like who can't say running around and igniting things on fire isn't fun? Like it's awesome. Like come on. If you do like that though, there's a couple of games you should play: Postal 2, Far Cry. So that in itself kind of promotes a social environment, a friendly environment. So not only do I get to have fun lighting things on fire, but I also get loot for lighting things on fire. So I think it's the most fair system. But that's my opinion. I would really like to hear your guys' opinion on the loot system. I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think this is a fair system? Do you think it's a smart move to have such a social system? Do you think tying in the finesse system is a good idea, or do you think it's a bad idea? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this video somewhat informative, please subscribe. We'll have more videos coming. On Saturday, this Saturday, January 26th, we'll be airing episode 9 of the Clearing Call live stream where we discuss Elder Scrolls Online. The topics for that discussion I've put in the description below. And if you wish to participate in the discussion, definitely head on over at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And there's a live chat. We take questions via chat. We're setting up Skype so we can hopefully take some questions through Skype. If you would like to participate in the voice part of it, there's a post on our website as well. You can definitely head on over there, sign up. There's articles on our website as well, so please take a look at those articles, give them a read. And like I said, if this video was somewhat informative, please subscribe, rate, and comment.